Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what it do, what it do? Welcome back, my crew. Strapping. What's going on, my people? What's going on, hotties and shooters? Welcome back, welcome back. Boy, Hot Shot in the building. Welcome to the Hot Shot Radio Show. Don't forget that like and subscribe button if you're new to the show. You know what I mean? If you're a family member, you already know how we do. You dig? We're gonna get this show started right, man. There's a lot going on. Especially with Nikki. You already know how I feel about Nikki's situation. That's nor here nor there. And it's aside from what is really going on. So we're going to touch on that. Shout out to Bronx Boogaloo. Bronx Boogaloo says, "Hey, Hotshot, hope you're feeling better. Happy to see you. We'll be up and running again. Now let's get busy. Love you, fam. Love you too, fam. You know what I'm saying? All day positivity, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you for the well wishes, neighbor. You already know how we do. We warriors, we survivors, especially as New Yorkers. We don't give up too easily. You know what I mean? So here I go up here with the COVID, still spreading the news. You know what I'm saying? Still reporting on the news and all that. Yo, Dion Sanson, what's going on, family? What's going on? Good to see you, Dion. Yeah, here we go. Still spreading the news, nevertheless. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man. This whole Nicki Minaj shit. Y'all gonna bear with me a little something, man. But this whole Nicki Minaj shit crazy, yo. This shit crazy, yo. I told y'all it was something about that Kenneth dude, man. Something about that Kenneth dude that it just read lies all over him. It read guilty. I mean, I'm not saying for sure this is what it is. This is all allegedly. You know how we do up in here. It's all allegedly, but yeah. What's going on, people? What it do, people? Welcome back. Welcome back. So yeah, my people, man, there's a lot going on in these motherfucking YouTube streets, man. I'm over here. The boy trying to get better. And it's just crazier and crazier, and more news and more news and more news. And this shit just don't get better. It just don't get better. So here we are forced to speak about this situation. I can't stand her. Deion Sanders says, I can't stand her, but I think that's what he told her that they were dating. I believe so too. I believe he might have been the one that told her that they was dating. But at the end of the day, as a celebrity, you have a certain standard to meet. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet a certain standard. As a celebrity, you're a role model. You have millions of little girls following you. You know what I'm saying? Your every move. They idolize you. Why would you want to defend a convicted pedophile when you was not even there? You was not even present in the situation. You're just going off by what he's telling you, and he's a convicted pedophile, registered sex offender. Registered sex offender. And Nikki just went and took his word for it. You dig? Nikki just went and took his words for it. Oh yeah, Nikki, we was dating. Me and that chick was dating, man. Homegirl bugging the fuck out. I'm pretty sure, in the words of Kenneth Petty, homegirl bugging the fuck out, Nikki. That was my shorty. I ain't raped this bitch. I ain't raped this hoe. Fuck out of here. Twilight 43 was popping. What's going on, family? Yeah, in the words of Kenneth Petty, I ain't raped this bitch. Fuck out of here. This bitch lying on me. My thing is, let's just say it was Kenneth Petty. Let's just say it was Kenneth Petty that told Nicki Minaj that this woman, the alleged rape victim, was his, once upon a time girlfriend. They dated once upon a time. Nicki Minaj is a whole garbage can. I think her told Nicki that him and the girl were in a relationship at the time, and knowing Nicki, she seemed gullible. Yeah, Nicki gullible, but she also messy. So I don't know which way to take her right now. So all I said is Nicki Minaj is a whole garbage can. So anyway, let's just say Kenneth told Nicki that he was dating the alleged victim, the alleged rape victim. Let's just say he told her that lie. And Nicki took that lie and ran with it. Let's just say, right? My thing is this. My thing is this. He told you that girl was white. You reached out to this girl, allegedly. You must have knew this girl was not white. And if you didn't know, you know now that she's not white. So at what point, let's say this is what Kenneth told you. Let's just say this is the information Kenneth gave you. Oh, the girl is white. Let's just say that. Turns out to be the girl ain't white. So at what point does Nicki Minaj's integrity come in and say, I apologize for the understatement or the overstatement or the miscommunication? You know what I'm saying? Or the misconstrued words or the words I took out of context. I apologize. When the fuck does this take place? You know what I'm saying? When does Nicki apologize? Twyla, do you think she was trolling the girl? Yeah, she was trolling that girl. We're going to get into that a little later. Of course she was trolling that girl. Auntie Niecy was good, baby. Yeah, she was trolling that girl. She was trolling. She is trash plus the can. Yeah, that's a fact. Gemini Savage 526, what's going on, Queen? Yo, Dazzle That Terry, what's going on, baby? That nigga had another coochie charge, and he never denied the first one. Plus, that nigga has bodies on him. Plus, Nicki tried to put rumor out on Remy Ma. Exactly. Hit the like button, please. Thank you, Dion. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, man. Support your boy channel. You dig? Dion, I'm good. How are you? Two line pieces of shit together, and a baby was brought into their fuckery. Listen. I never agreed with that couple being together. It was always an odd couple to me. It was like just bugged out of Nicki Minaj to me. You know what I'm saying? To be going out with somebody like Kenneth Petty, not because of his financial status, more just so because of his record and his, you know what I'm saying, his background and just the dumb shit he's done, the fucked up shit he's done. I just hold Nicki to a way higher standard when it came to dating. And she let me down. But yeah, we're gonna get into this Kenya girl. This is supposedly the girl that is the daughter of the alleged rape victim. She's speaking out on the situation. So we're gonna get into her Facebook and see what she's talking about here. Let's go ahead and take a look. What she talking about? Dig. All right, hold on, y'all. All right. Zuja's using Nicki for that bag and probably abusing her as well. Most likely, if he's not abusing her, I feel like in the near future, he will be abusing her, but he definitely is using her for that bag. It's sad that people are actually trying to silence victims based on the fact that they like Nicki. I have no respect for the Barbs anymore. Yeah, it's not all of them. It's the Garbs. I call those the Garbs. You know what I'm saying? The Barbs got more of a head on their shoulders, more of a mental on their shoulders. But the Garbs, man, they got no sense at all. At Deion Sanders, yes, she was and has other people helping to do the bitch shit to help them. Yeah, to do that bitch shit to help them. Yeah. Listen, man, when it comes to Nicki, this is a powerful woman. I don't put nothing past. She could pretty much get away with murder. But this is allegedly, this is the daughter of the rape victim, Kenneth Petty's rape victim, which is Nicki Minaj's husband. So we going to, you know what I'm saying, check it out, see what she's talking about. Hold on a second, y'all. I don't know who the fuck is this. Oh boy, here we go. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. Anyway, I'm bad. So we're gonna go ahead and check this video out real quick. Let's check this video out. This is, like I said, the alleged rape victim's daughter, and she put a video on her Facebook. She goes by the name of It's Kenya. She put a video on her Facebook, which is the video most of you have seen already, but we're gonna get into the updates. She had released at least, I think, 2 more videos after this.
I decided to make this video because I feel like even though it's something that happened 26 years ago, I'm still living with the effects now. On September 16th, 2024, it was a Friday morning. I left my home on my way to a city bus stop, headed to school. I was going to John Adams High.
So this is her mom, which is the alleged. Well, allegedly this is her mom. We don't know for sure yet that this is her mom, but allegedly this is her mom, which is the alleged rape victim of Kenneth Petty, which is Nicki Minaj's husband. We're gonna get into her video because this is the mom's video. We're gonna get into this video first, then we're gonna get into the daughter's video. But this is the mom's video. She's really not showing her face, so we're just gonna listen to the audio real quick. It's about a 12-minute video, 13 minutes. Let's just go ahead and hear what the mom has to say about this whole situation with Kenneth Petty, and then we can get some, gather more information and dissect this whole situation. We do.
High school at the time in Queens, New York. And I was met at the bus stop by Mr. Kenneth Petty. At the time, I knew him as Kenny. We grew up in the same neighborhood. My mother and his mother used to run the streets together. His uncle worked at the local tire shop that was there on Rockaway Boulevard. I didn't know his whole family, but there was a few members of his family that knew me and my brothers because of who my mother was. On this day, I went to the bus stop and Kenny was there at the bus stop. He asked me where I was going. I said I was going to school. I asked him where he was going. He said he was going to school. I said, you're lying, because I never knew Kenny to go to school. Kenny was a bum. He was a street guy. He was a dude that was always standing on a street corner.
All right. I just want to say this before we continue listening to the video. She admitted to asking Kenny where was he going. He asked her where she was going. That to me, I mean, I like the way that sounded, the way she just, admitted that right at the beginning of the story, because she could easily just, went with the whole hype that she wasn't interested in Kenny at all. But just her admitting that she said, where you going? She asked him, where you going, right back. It was kind of like, okay, she engaged in a little conversation, which is normal. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up in the hood with people, you seen them grow up and you see them in the corner, you know who the dealers are, you know who the gangsters is, you know who the gangbangers are. You know what I'm saying? So you see them in the corner, you salute them, you greet them. Hey, what up? What's going on, man? I'll talk to you later, going to school, going to work, whatever the case is. So that's normal. I believe that to be true, 1,000%. Twila says, Hassad, I'm heated about this topic because it's foul. What's going on? All that money is still frail-minded and poor in spirit. Yeah, I agree. This is to be true. Twila, that bitch was boasting about him murdering someone, so she should also embrace the fact he is a rapist. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She was boasting about how, she got a killer. You know what I'm saying? She loved that she got a nigga that's gonna protect her against a female, against a male. Like, so you embracing this nigga hitting females? Is what you saying? Hold on, because we're gonna get into that a little later. The barbs are slow. She knows it's she knows it, hence the reason why she is okay with them doing her dirty work. Yeah, she knows it. She said it before. She said, my fan base is so stupid. I have 0 fucks to give about Nicki. I give about a Nicki and a Kenny. Yeah, I agree. Me too. I think she's going to the Trump route. A true narc. Yeah, but we're gonna get this out because everybody love getting everything else out about everybody else, except for when it comes to Nicki. So, we're gonna get this out. Big up, Nosy, she stay on this. You know what I'm saying? She said he was a bum. She not lying. What up, tu bizcochito favorito? What's going on, man? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Let's see what else. Let's go ahead and keep listening.
He was hanging out with street dudes. That's what I knew him for. I knew him as a street drug dealer. Unfortunately, this day ended up really bad because he forced me into his home. He violated me. And granted, this was only 3 blocks away from my house. I chose not to go home because I figured if I went home, nothing would get done. And I knew the kind of friends that Kenny hung out with, and I felt like they would feel that they could do the same. So instead, I ran to school. My clothes was messed up, my hair was messed up, I had a cut on my face and I had a cut on my stomach. And I told the officers there at the school what had just happened. They called for more police. They put me in a police van. They asked me if I could show them the location where it happened. I took them to the location, which happened to be his house. I did not know it was his house at the time. I had never been to his house. Kenny was still there. He got arrested. They took me to the hospital. I had to do a rape kit and everything. They took my clothes. They took everything from me and put it in a paper bag, and they seized it. When I got home, I was told, sorry, you got raped, but you should have screamed. Wow. Hence the reason why I didn't go home to begin with.
Hence the reason why a lot of victims don't speak up. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why a lot of victims get bashed. You know what I'm saying? Because this is real sad. And the sad part is that these victims still get bashed even as adults. They go through it throughout their whole childhood. They become adults, and then situations like this make them relive that whole situation all over again, which is torture. It's torture. You kicking them out of their den. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Come on, we got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. We got to do way better than this. Sis is the real deal. If nothing changes, it stays the same. And her story is solid as rock. Dead ass, on the real. I agree, Bronx. I agree. Lorena Miranda, I appreciate you, Queen. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate the love and support. Yeah, but I definitely agree. Bronx, if her story, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see Nikki got bothered by it. She got pressed. She tweeted. She throwing subs out there. I mean, with the lawyers and all that, Joe and all that. I mean, Joe and Kamala. Like her and her lawyer, because her lawyer, her publicist is Joe. So we're gonna get into that a little later. Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little later. Let's continue listening to this. And then we'll get back to some comments as well.
When all of this happened, I was living with the foster family. And because I was living with the foster family, they didn't want any issues and they didn't want any problems. So they listened to whatever Kenny's parents said. Kenny's parents showed up at my house. They spoke to the lady who raised me. They told all kind of lies and said that I was dating their son, which I didn't even know Kenny's dad. I didn't even know who he was, but he claimed he knew who I was. The amount of stuff that I went through at that time, I literally had to get out of the state of New York when I was 16 years old in a hurry because people was threatening my life. They was threatening my little brother's lives. I had issues going on in the house within family members because they felt like, you know, what made me so special to where I get to press charges against somebody who violated me when You know, in most families, there are secrets and there are things that are covered up and hidden and not talked about. And usually, sexual assault is one of those things. I have been molested since the age of 4 in that household by different people. It was always said to be my fault. I must have had my hair out. I must have been smiling in his face. I must have done something to warrant it. So when this happened outside in the street versus at home with so called family members, I knew I had to do something. So this was in 94. In 2018, December of 2018, or 19, I don't know, that he surfaced with Nikki, and it was a big thing where people started looking up his rap sheet and speaking about what he had did. Now, granted, I know he's supposed to register as a sex offender. I have nothing to do with that. That was the plea deal that he took. He chose not to register when he moved to California, and this is when all the trouble resurfaced. Nikki made a post on her page stating that we was in a relationship. He was 15, I was 16, and it was because of my mother, the reason why charges was pressed. That is a lie. I never lived with my mother. I wasn't raised with my mother, even though my mother was a part of my life. She wasn't a part of my life in that way. That is false. We both, Kenny and I, were both 16 at the time. We were never in a relationship.
So she's claiming that Nicki Minaj lied, y'all. She's claiming that Nicki Minaj lied on the fact that she said this woman was dating Kenneth Petty at the time of the alleged rape, and that they was boyfriend and girlfriend. They was going out. It was no rape. It was no, you know what I'm saying, no victim, no stranger, no none of that. They knew each other really well. They was going out. They had fucked or had sex several times before this, or at least 8 times before this. Nicki pretty much made her own story up. Because according to court documents, Kenneth Petty didn't even say this side of the story. He didn't even know this side of the story existed. The side that Nicki is telling. Kenneth Petty didn't even know this side existed. Kenneth Petty said him and the alleged victim had sex one time before this. That's what Kenneth Petty did say. He ain't never say that they was boyfriend and girlfriend in the court documents in his testimony. He ain't never say that shit. When in 95? He ain't never say that shit. So why is Nicki Minaj, who is actually 5 years younger than Kenneth Petty and this alleged victim, speaking on a new side of the story that we're just now learning of, as if she was even present? A side that nor Kenneth, neither the victim told. So, Nicki, what are you doing? How are you telling a story that none of these two people told? Nor the victim, nor the criminal, nor the pedo. The pedo ain't tell the side, and the victim ain't tell the side. So where the fuck you get this out of the story from, Nicki, that they was going out, they was boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, this shit, make it make sense. Let's continue listening, y'all. Like, come on, we got to be smarter than this. We got to be smarter than this.
And I spoke about that. I spoke to a blog, Candace at Tea Time or Tea Time.
Shout out to
Candace.
Daytime Tea Time.
I don't know, something.
Right.
I spoke with her, and it wasn't about Kenny. I didn't need to speak about Kenny. I didn't feel the need to tell my story because my story had already been told. Hence the reason why he was arrested. He went to jail. He did his time, and he dealt with whatever consequences he had to deal with after getting out of jail. So what I spoke about, the reason for me wanting to speak was because of what Nicki said. And I felt like it was a lie. And if she was going to love him and be with him, then she should just accept him and that be it, you know, not speak about something that she had no knowledge of. I don't know Nicki. I didn't know her as a kid. I don't know her from the neighborhood. I do have family members that know her from the neighborhood, but I wasn't a street girl. I wasn't allowed to hang out in the streets. I didn't have very many friends in the neighborhood. I had friends in school, but not in the neighborhood because the lady I lived with was really strict. Well, In March of 2020, I got a call from a mutual friend of Kenneth and my brother, and he said that he could connect me to them and make this go away. And when he said he could connect me to them, meaning Nikki and Kenny, and when he said he could make this go away, I thought the agreement was going to be if I don't speak to anybody about them, they wouldn't speak to anybody about me. End of story. Well, that's not what happened. What happened was this mutual person offered me $20,000 to write a letter stating that I lied about what I did. I lied about Kenny assaulting me. And I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, you made a good valid point actually. Dion says Twilight, yes, you could tell she knew she had no one. Maybe he knew that too when he told her no one would believe her. And that's absolutely correct. This is the reason why a lot of these motherfucking pedophiles rape victims like this woman here. Because they feel like the victims have nobody that would protect them. They have nobody that they could run to. They have nobody that they could trust and tell this horrible news to. You feel me? There's no one that would believe them. They in the system. They foster childs. They got crack mothers, crack daddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, their daddies is in jail. Their moms is in the street prostituting, using drugs. They be left alone in the house with no food. So these so-called gang members from the hood and these drug dealers that's probably selling drugs to her mom knows that her mom got, is the mother of this child, this 16-year-old child. They know this 16-year-old child is not well looked after. She's in the foster home. She's troubled already, so why not? These are the victims that they mostly prey on. It's easier targets for them, you feel me? So he definitely felt like nobody was going to believe this girl. Definitely felt that way. Definitely felt that way. And from what I see from fucking Kenneth Petty's character, it looked like he's the type of nigga that'd be like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna believe you, bitch. Like, go ahead and say something. Like, he looked like that type of dude, man. Like, he looked like a scumbag. Hey, Hasha, what's up, Chloe? I'm having a blessed day because I feel a little better today than yesterday, yo. By the way, I wanted to tell you about the COVID a little bit. Some days I'm down and some days I'm up. That shit like a roller coaster. So I be trying to get up here some days and it's just like, oh man, I can't do it. My head hurting too much, XYZ. But some days, like today, thank God, I'm up and I'm able to do a little more than other days. But it's like a roller coaster. You can be up 1 minute and down the next minute. So I'm just, what I'm saying, I'm being grateful. I'm not trying to put nothing past. But yeah, that shit bugged out. Let's continue listening to this.
I got a phone call from Nicki Minaj herself saying that she got word that I was willing to help them out in this situation because, Kenny had got arrested for not registering in the state of California, on state charges, and then he got out, and then federal charges were brought up on him. So she said that she could send her publicist, Joe, out to where I was living at the time. I have since moved multiple times since then, but that she can send Joe out, her publicist Joe, out to meet with me and talk with me about the situation. After that phone call with Nikki, the only contact I had was from street goons. I think she has somebody in her camp called Ganks. He was contacting family members. There was a lot of numbers as far as money being offered, but it was never offered from Nikki and it was never offered from Kenny personally. It was just people speaking on behalf of Kenny. I have since had the U.S. Marshals come track me down because they got word that I was being harassed to recant my story.
Wow, sounds like typical shit Nikki would do. Yo, Nikki has threatened Cardi on live talking about my money long. Don't play with me, bitch. My money long. And I don't know if y'all remember when Nikki first got with Kenneth Petty. Kenneth's ex-girlfriend or girlfriend at the time he got with Nikki, who was a Redbone No, and got assaulted in her own crib. Beat the fuck down, bloodied out. in her own crib. What up, Miss Tiff Reviews? What's going on? Yeah, so I don't put nothing past Nicki. Nicki got goons, man. Nicki is still a fucking bum despite having money. You can put makeup on a pig and it's still a pig. Yeah, that's a fact. But she do got goons. She definitely got goons. I mean, Nicki definitely got goons. So I wouldn't put it past. Going through that without support destroys your ability to trust anybody. That's a fact. That's a fact. I believe it too. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say allegedly through this whole video, but I believe it. Pat Moore, what's going on, Queen? How come I'm not getting any notifications? What the hell? High room, high house. Yeah, I've been hearing that shit from a lot of people. I don't know what's up with YouTube, man. They hating on me right now, Queen. But everybody, make sure y'all got your notifications on. You know, all notifications. Probably do, and make sure your notifications for YouTube on your settings is turned on. Other than that, I don't know. I think it's just YouTube. Shadow blocking me and shit. What's up, Shanta? Shanta, what's good, baby? On TDC tip to the house. Everyone much love. Yeah, so let's go ahead and continue. Nicki on that gangster shit. She living the high life, but she's straight up hood. Yeah, I believe that. Kenneth Petty probably told her on the low. Exactly. She was 11 when it happened. Word. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Yeah, he wasn't trying to let his past mess up that bag. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's go ahead and keep listening to this video. It's almost over.
Moved since March. I have moved 4 times due to people approaching my children. My daughter was out one night with some friends at a club, and some random guy approached her talking about he knows who she is, and he knows who her mother is, so she must know who Zoo is. She got really afraid and she ran. I honestly, truly do not care what happens between Nicki and whoever she chooses to marry or be with. If they're happy, I want them to be happy. I just want them to leave me alone. I want his lawyers to stop calling me. I want people to stop harassing me. I have since heard that that because I chose not to take the money that they offered, that they are offering that money for my head. I have no true knowledge of how real this is, but I was offered to be put in witness protection, but that would mean that I would be away from all of my family and my children, and I chose not to do that. My only issue is the fact that after all this time, I still feel like I'm defending myself. I still feel like, people are calling me a liar. People are saying that I messed up this man's life, but it's messed up. It's my life who has been altered. It's my life. It was altered then when I was 16, having to leave the state of New York. It has been altered now, having to leave where I was living at to relocate. He's supposed to be going to court come the new year, and they're calling for me to testify.
Good point, Deion Sasser. That's another thing. When Kenneth Petty met Nicki Minaj, this dude was 21 years old. Nicki Minaj was 16. 16. And this motherfucker already a legal age, 21 years old. A young adult. Nicki Minaj is a teenager. If that does not scream and define pedophilia, I don't know what the fuck does. I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. Nicki Minaj was 16, Kenneth Petty was 21 when they started dating back then, before she was famous and all that. They rekindled their love recently, a couple of years back. So he was being a pedophile with Nicki. Nicki just ain't give a fuck because Nicki was already fucking. Or she just wanted, she just probably wanted some hood dick. I mean, that's what most females in the hood do. The thoughts, at least. You just go around, trying to get dick from the hoodest nigga on the block or the hoodest niggas and get that that gangbang, you dig? Like I heard she did with Waka Flocka and motherfucking Gucci Man. But that's a whole other show. That client is preparing for underage females who can overpower and take advantage. Yeah, exactly. Nigga should just know better, bring all this into her career. That's the fact, man. Come on, like nigga was on queen status, like a legend, an icon. You come on, you don't date this nigga, this bozo ass fucking clown nigga. Nigga should have just shut up and ate a fool. Yeah, that's a fact. At least you should not have said shit, nigga. If you was not gonna make sense of, out of the situation, you should not have said shit. You should have just cut them out shit. Stayed all the way the fuck out of it. To the left, Nikki. Stay the fuck back. Lean back. Twala, that's why I think she was with him because of being violated by Meek. So, period. Then you have the older generation, the mothers, too. Mothers like she had that believe in keeping those secrets and making a victim feel bad about what happened to them. And that's another absolute fact. That's another absolute fact. They are hunting her. All they have to do is throw a few dollars and people will roll over on her, especially if they are pressed for money. Yeah. And see, the thing is, when these people are, foster kids and all that shit, the foster parents, they really don't, their feelings a lot of the times ain't really in it. It's really about the money in it and, their self-gain and what they can get out of being a foster parent. Sometimes they just want to look good for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Them neighborhoods that have communities and shit, community boards and all that shit. You got to look good. You got to do certain shit, certain charities and shit to look good. Some parents just want that type of lifestyle and want to say, I did this and I did that and I helped out, but really don't have what it takes to be a parent to these foster kids or don't have what it takes to raise them correctly with love. You feel me? They just in it for whatever selfish gain or hidden motives they have. So a lot of these times it's not beneficial for these foster families to get these kind of rape claims or rape, you know what I'm saying? Rape accusations, rape cases. It doesn't go well for them when it comes to adopting and all that shit. It kind of makes them look a little bit irresponsible and negligent with these kids. And they could actually be banned from adopting any more kids. Let's go ahead and continue listening to this video and we can start moving on.
His lawyers are saying that they are trying to get his sex offender thrown out. And I instructed the lawyer, like, you're the one who went to school to be a lawyer. So if you're able to do that, knock yourself out. But do not use me. Do not call me. Do not try to subpoena me, because if you do, I'm going to tell the truth. At 16, I was being threatened and harassed to drop the charges. And now I'm being threatened and harassed to recant my story. And I would just like all the women out there who are saying that I'm lying or claiming that I'm white. I am not white. Claiming that we was in a relationship. We were never in a relationship, ever in a relationship. I just knew him from the neighborhood. That's it. And I just really, honestly, truly want this to be over.
It is, yo. It is. She said she just knew it from the neighborhood. She just wants this to be over. They keep contacting her to recant her story. And she's not with it. She didn't want the money that was being offered to her. She just wants all of this to be over. What's up, Jackie Sanders? Jackie says, this is what I want to know. When did Nicki and Kenny dated? When they was teenagers, like Nicki said, because Kenny is 5 years older. And when he got out, she was with Safari. And soon after, Kenny got locked up for murder. Yeah, Kenny is 5 years older. He was 21 at the time. And Nicki was 15 or 16 at the time when they dated. So, yeah, he was being a pedophile with Nicki as well. She just ain't minded, I guess, which is why she expects the victim not to have minded it as well. Dazzle that Tarrant says, this whole thing is an eye-opener for me because I had no idea that there was so many rape offenders in the world. No wonder victims are scared to tell their stories. Yeah. They get bashed and shamed after telling their stories. A lot of people don't believe them. They ridicule them. So they rather, keep silent and deal with the hurt and the pain and the scars by themselves. So when did they date as teenagers? Yes. Nikki was a teenager. Kenneth was an adult. He was a young adult. He was a young adult. They left that clique for dead. You already know. This whole shit is crazy. Now they trying to say Cardi set this up. Come on, man. Everything blamed on fucking Cardi. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yo, Shanta, I believe you though. I believe you. That's typical bar behavior. Or garb. I'm sorry. You know, let me rephrase myself. Garb behavior. That's the garbs. That's what they do. Blame every fucking thing on Nicki. Cardi, I mean. Who's to say she wasn't younger when she dated him and is not lying now, so maybe she's talking about herself and not the victim. Well, who knows? When it comes to Nicki, you can't put nothing past. Nicki used to run the streets looking like a whole bummy little boy. That is funny. I'm willing to bet that there's something deeper than a forged bond between Nicki and Kenny that has illegal undertones. Ooh. I wouldn't put it back. I wouldn't be surprised. But wasn't Nicki dating Safari at 16? Man, listen, Nicki has said so much different shit. Who knows? Zoo is a bum. This dude doesn't even have a GD. That's a fact. No high school diploma. He's a bum. Damn. Can't do shit for Nicki, but take her fucking money and give her some good dick. Taking it for the money. There's a lot of chicks out here that's just hot in the pants, always dating older men. Yeah, that's true, but if that's the case, don't you think this woman would have spoke up before? Like, don't you think she would have been, like, she got him arrested. He did time, I believe he did 4 years. You know what I'm saying? This time he came out, he got with Nicki. She ain't say nothing this whole time. She didn't say nothing about Kenneth Petty this whole time, even after he got with Nicki. The only time she said something was when Nicki spun the whole story, the whole narrative, and said that they was going out. How would Nicki know that they was dating when Kenneth Petty didn't even know they was dating? You feel what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all follow what I'm saying? Kenneth Petty ain't never right in his testimony back then in 95 when he got arrested or convicted for this crime that him and the victim was dating. He never, ever testified or wrote any of that in his testimony. So my thing is, if that was the case, it would have been in the court documents, at least coming from Kenneth's behalf. So why would Nicki come out and say some information that Kenneth never even said? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. Nicki definitely talked out her ass. She spoke, you know, before she could think, and she just pulled another Nicki move. Like, she feels like she's Nicki, so they're gonna believe whatever she say anyway. They're gonna take it and run with it. Whatever I say, they're gonna believe it. This is me. She's probably like, come on, baby, it's me we talking about, baby. I'm Nicki. Come on, don't worry, I got this. I got you. And you know, when you first in a relationship, you're trying to impress your lover and shit. You're trying to make it seem like, yo, I got this. I can pull strings. Come on, don't worry, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them type of situations. And so Nicki, a female, she probably wanted to look extra good, like, yo, watch this female take you out of this fucking shitty ass mess that been haunting you your whole life. What you gonna do for me, baby? Yay. She did say she was in a relationship when she got with Safari. Then she did the same with Meek. Oh shit. She's been in relationships after relationships every time she get in a relationship, huh? So that means she leave a relationship while she's getting into the next at the same damn time. Yeah, nigga, get that, man. What up, Nia? What's going on, baby? And what up, Nia Jean Z? What's going on? Yikes. Word up. I hope she has a prenup. I hope so too, man. Ivy League QD89. What's going on, Queen? I hope she has a prenup too, man, because Kenneth is going to be her biggest demise. He's going to be her worst downfall. He's going to be her worst nightmare. The victim was 16. They were both 16. What's up, Trust? Nothing, question, everything. They were both 16. Kenneth and the victim was 16 at the time. That's another lie that Nicki said. Nicki said the victim was 15. I'm sorry, 16, and that Kenneth was 15, which is an utter bullshit lie. It was both 16. There are three sides to the story, her side, his side, and the real side. Yeah, but Nicki's side is not the real side. Nicki's side don't even have a side. They don't even have a place in a side. It's her side, his side, and the truth, not Nicki's side. Nicki don't have a side here. You know what I'm saying? Nicki don't have a side in this story, though. Niggas a whole dummy. The gobs in the bushes watching and disliking the video can run and tell that. I don't run. That's a fact. I don't know what the fuck they disliking it when I'm telling the fucking truth. But yeah, go ahead. Go off. Go off. You dig? I'm gonna still tell the fucking truth. I don't give a fuck who like it. Let's see. The Chocolate Bell Show. What's good, sis? What's going on, baby? Lovey Kinky Coils, good to see you, baby. Good to see you. All I can say is the truth will set you free. I believe the victim and the daughter, if this is scripted, they did a hell of a job. I agree with you, Chaka. I agree with you, Chaka. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else the victim's daughter said after her mom dropped this video. So that was her mom dropping this video. People were giving her backlash because, you know, they were telling her, well, didn't you say your mom died? Didn't you say your mom was dead? And she's like, what are you talking about? When did I say my mom was dead? And they spout, you know, Bob's is gonna pull up all the fucking receipts. So let me go ahead and show you what they was talking about. Because everybody, this is her Facebook right here. This is the victim's daughter's Facebook. So the Bob's is talking about, yeah, you said your mom was dead, this, that, and third. You said you now you're talking about this is your mom's. How's this your mom's when you say your mom was dead a couple of months, some time ago? So I'm looking for the post that they was referring to, where they were saying that she said her mom was dead. Let's see how true that is. Let's see how true that is. I'm probably gonna have to get back to that. But in any event, we're gonna go ahead and listen to what she had to say about her whole the mom situation and shit with Kenneth Petty and Nicki Minaj and all that. But I saw the post that they were talking about. All she said was, "Oh, here it goes. Here it goes." She says, "I just miss my mommy." This is it. That's all she said. She never said her mom was dead. She said, "I just miss my mommy." So this is what the bars were giving her backlash over. They was like, "Oh, but then you say your mom was dead." In the comments, somebody said, "You good? You got this." Somebody, someone else said, "John, I know it." Unc. She tells John, "I know it, John. I know it, Unc." So I guess, you know, that's her uncle. Then somebody says, "I know you feel all too. I know how you feel all too well." Somebody else says, "It's so weird because I'm feeling the same thing. Today I miss my mom. I miss hugging her. I miss telling her I love her, and so I know how you feel." And then somebody else says, "Give yourself a big hug and feel her energy. She is with you." So this could have easily meant, I miss my mom. She's far away. I haven't spoken to her in so long. I haven't hugged her in so long. I can't wait to pay her a visit and mingle with her like we normally do. Which is what she pretty much explains, goes on to explain in a later post, a more recent post. Around here. Oh, here it goes. Somebody, she put, "I just miss my mommy." Somebody put, "Thought your mom was dead. We caught you. Now we're about to expose you." And that was a big bar. Like, that's a big Nicki Minaj fan. So that is crazy. That is crazy. She wrote, "Not once have I ever said my mother was dead. I just said I miss my mommy, the same mommy who I no longer live with because she's had to change her whereabouts 4 times. We no longer live together, nor are we in each other's vicinities ever. So yes, I just miss my fucking mother. Y'all get the fucking point now." So that's what she was talking about when she said, "I miss my moms." For the barbs that try to spin the narrative a little more, and try to make it seem like she was insinuating that her mom was dead when she never did. You did? So yeah, let's go ahead and see what else she said on her Facebook Live. So she made a few Facebook Live. Oh, she made a Facebook Live video after her mom made her Facebook, her live video, whether it was Facebook, YouTube, wherever the fuck it was at. Let's go ahead and listen to It's Kenya, which is the alleged daughter of the alleged rape victim of Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband. Let's go ahead and listen to this video, and y'all go ahead and tell me what y'all think.
My anxiety, y'all, is out of the roof. Like my heart's like boom, boom, boom. Usually I'm coming on here like, hey y'all, you know, please allow my vibe to attract you as my tribe. And this is not that type of party right now. Like I'm not even. Y'all know I don't even look for attention. Y'all know I don't even do this type of shit. But it has gotten. I promise you I didn't even get cute for this today. I just like the meditation vibes, the breathe, the breathe, the breathe. Thanks. No, I'm just going to come on here and tell you how I feel. All right, so I could care less about the views right now. This is going to take its course. It's going to do what it needs to do. Not do what it needs to do what it needs to do. So yes, surprise. Hey guys, my name is Kenya and I am the victim's daughter. My mom's story is her story, and that's posted on my Facebook, so you guys could go check her story out. But this, don't come on here looking for the tea.
Yo, what's going on, fans? Music. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Hot Shot Radio Show. You part of the Hotties and Shooters family now. I appreciate you. So yeah, this girl looks really humble. I believe her demeanor. I believe her attitude. I believe just like her mother, they sound like they're, you know, being truthful for the most part. One thing that I'm not, you know, that makes me feel like Nicki might be covering something is the fact that Nicki is a very vocal celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Nicki's a very, very vocal celebrity. Nicki will tell you how the fuck she feels in a heartbeat. So for Nicki not to come out here, you know what I'm saying, and defend the name, or defend her name, or defend her man's name, now that these allegations are coming out on video and audio and interviews and different blogs, it seems kind of fishy to me. It seems kind of weird. It seems kind of suspect. It raises a couple of red flags. Like, yo, Nicki, you've been vocal about everything, especially on Queen Radio. Or you at least talk about it through your music subliminally. Something. Give us something. You know what I'm saying? You know Nicki be giving you something at least to work with. She ain't done none of that. She ain't done none of that. It's like she's running from this story. It's like she's running from the story. Yeah, she never said her mom was dead. So the bars, they made that shit. They took that shit and ran with it. Or actual fact, Chocolate Bell. Actual fact. She's a beautiful young lady. It's even stressful for her. It is. Let's go ahead and continue listening. Word, those rest in peace words was never in there. So let's go ahead and continue listening to what she was saying on her YouTube live.
Oh, what happened? Listen, all I know is everything that I know. You understand? But her story is her story. I'm gonna tell you how it has affected my life, our life. Shit, me and my mom, we was big and bad bullying, and then one day, boom. One day, it just all went out in flames. Can't even go on social media without seeing some shit about something that resonates with my life. I remember one day I was out chilling. I don't know if I was out chilling. Yeah, I was out chilling. My mom calls me, and I could tell that she was crying. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? You know, the intuition in me. What's going on? And she told me to, go on the shade room, and we see Nicki and her new man. And she was like, well, that's the one who, she's like, that's Kenny. That's the one who did what he did when I was 16. And I was like, no.
She was like, yeah. And I was like, no, like, no, wait, no. Wait, no. Nicki, like, Nicki Minaj, like, wait, Nicki Minaj. But you know, niggas from Atlanta, they might have been tight with T.I. a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But my mom and Nicki was never friends. But it's a thing where it just sucks that everybody can be from the same hood. It's so deep, especially like, yo, when you from somebody's hood and you know, and like you've seen that, you've heard about them and shit, like it's just deep. I don't know their story. Fuck that. But I'm gonna tell you how it's affected my family. All right, so that happens. Now here it is, 26 years later. My mom is sitting here crying about some shit that happened when she was 16, some shit that she's mad, some shit that she's kept in. And it's like, okay, now this shit's deep. Now I've heard about this story. I've heard about this story since I was a little girl. Because September 16th always plays, well, not plays anymore because I know what it is. But it used to play in my head like, whose birthday is it? But it's not anybody's birthday. That's the day. All right, so boom. I remember the story briefly, and y'all could go check out my mother's story. And that story has always hurt my soul. I always asked her, who is he? Going on Facebook, can you show me who he is? And I could never see who he was until now. And that happened in March. And for the last 9 months, I kept quiet about it because it's like, I don't look for attention like that. Like, listen, y'all, all the little clout that I do have, the fans I do have, the clients I do have, my soul tribe that I do have, I made that shit from my genuinity, from my loyalty, from my natural vibe. So having to come out to speak about this because I feel like my mother is by herself. Okay, I have my mom looking through comments of people and their opinions of how they think the story went. Thinking she's a white woman, thinking she's this, calling her a slut, a hoe, a bitch, a liar. You understand? Like, she didn't have to deal with this shit for 26 years, but that's just deep. That's just deep, deep. It's deep. And then when you got people from where we used to live, where we're from in Queens, calling my mom, trying to get the story to go to the blogs and try. It's just money, 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 money. But my mom's hurt. She's really hurt. And this came to the point where now I can't even walk in the house and say, hey, Mom. We've moved to 3 different places since the shit surfaced because we're getting death threats. That shit's deep. I have a 5-year-old sister, bro. That shit's really deep. So we're getting death threats. People saying that they know who I am. You know, I'm a social media person, y'all. I'm allowed to express myself. I'm allowed to be out there and about there because why? Because that's what I do. I'm an influencer. I'm a healer. This is what I'm here to spread the word, but I can't even do that because I feel like.
Shout out to the official Kingpin in the building. What's going on, bro? Evie League says she's not she's hot and a lesbian. Listen, I agree. Her mom was the one that admitted that her grandma passed, not her admitting that her mom passed. So the Barbs, they completely twisted that whole shit up. You know what I'm saying? They twisted that whole narrative up and said, yo, she said her mom died, this, that, and the third. That's not true. That's definitely not true. That's not what she said. She said she missed her mom. Nicki been garbage. That's why she latches on to those kinds of men. Yeah, she definitely do have a history with the pedos, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. The victim said her mom had passed, not the victim's daughter. So the Barbs have a twisted fact check. Yeah, exactly. Fact check, baby. But I think they know they have it twisted and they just don't give a fuck. They just like to throw, hey, what up, Miss Juicy Sis? What's going on, baby? They just like to throw those kind of lies out there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Nicki, they don't give a fuck who they lie on. Keza, what's good, Queen? Good to see you. Yeah, when it comes to Nicki, they don't give a fuck who they lie on. They lie on whoever to save Nicki ass. Why are they coming out now, though? I mean, there is an agenda on both sides. Well, according to the victim, to the alleged victim, she's saying that she came out now because Nicki was trying to spin a narrative, a false narrative on the whole situation, the whole story. Nicki was trying to come out with her own side of the story, saying that this victim and Kenneth Petty were dating at some point, which was false, according to the victim. She says she never dated Kenneth Petty. She just knew him to be one of the drug dealers from the neighborhood. She was going to school when a nigga put a knife behind her back and raped her. She had sex with him that one time, not willingly. You know what I'm saying? It was not consensual. So I feel like if she is looking for some fucking money, she well deserves that money. She's very much owed that money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she's coming out because they forced her to come out with her side of the story. If somebody was spinning a lie on me on a situation that was dead, put in the back burner for years, you know what I'm saying? Over 20 years ago, and you trying to switch it up and create your own story out the shit, yeah, I'm going to speak. I'm going to tell my truth. I'm the victim. I'm going to say how it all happened to me, how it happened to me, not you, because you wasn't there, Nikki. Yeah, this happened many moons ago. But Nikki decided to defend her boyfriend when he got arrested for not registering as a sex offender. She decided to defend him when this all became public. Oh, no. It was a white chick. As if race has anything to do with it. And then she went on to say, well, they was dating, so he didn't rape her because they had already had sex before. That's some bullshit. That's some real fucking bullshit. But I don't put it past Nikki because she did the same shit with her brother. We're going to get into that in a little bit too. The mother says she is speaking out because she was contacted this year to recant her story so Kenneth can plead down his sex offender status. Exactly. That was another reason why they spoke out, because Nikki's team and entourage of people reached out to the mother. I believe made her an offer and all that shit. So that's why she's speaking out. And she's trying to, put people on like, yo, listen, I'm not taking the money. I want to say, speak my truth. Nikki plans sees with those gullible dummies and they follow her and sit back and watch as the chaos. Exactly. I really hope the daughter didn't show herself because she put herself in danger with crazy fans, and I understand. But I understand standing for her mother, yeah. Now she definitely put herself in danger, not just with the fans, but Nikki, man. Like Nikki got, like she said, her money long. Shout out to the official campaign, definitely in the building. So we got to let's keep listening before we keep choking on it.
I'm being watched. I have messages on my old Facebook as to why I made a new Facebook talking about, I know your mother. These are people who are digging for my mom to change her whole story. How do you ask a rape victim to change their story? And I know it would be different if my mom just came out about this shit, seeing this nigga on Nikki's page and like, oh, I know that nigga. Okay, let me get this nigga now. No. She went to the police that same day. She ran to school, y'all. She was in the office bleeding. School office bleeding. She took that nigga to jail that day. So now my mom made a video expressing herself. And she's tired. My mom she's tired. I can't even drive to go see this motherfucker. I can't go drive to see my mother. My little sister. I have to speak to my little sister over the phone. Like, that shit is sick. Hi, sis. Like, that shit is so sick. Yeah. I need you guys to understand that this is not a lie. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Nobody's looking for attention. My mother did not go looking for this. It came finding her with a lot of malicious intent. I'm shaking. Oh. I bless my space, y'all. I have candles lit over there. Y'all already know. I am protected of. It's deep. It got to the point where a lot of people was calling and saying that it's a lot of money involved. Well, my mother got a phone call, y'all, from Nicki Minaj. It's not really hard to, for one of her people or one of Kenneth's people to hit one of my mom's brothers up, and then hit my mother up. And it's not hard to get to what you need to get to. You understand? When you all know the same people. And it's a thing where they want her to recant her story. Not just take it all back. Like, it didn't happen. Because he has a sex offender case. And because he has a sex offender case from when that happened, he went to Cali or wherever the fuck he moved to. And he knows he's supposed to register as a sex offender wherever you go, however the fuck that shit goes. And you didn't. So now you have to pay the consequences of moving how you was moving. So now you have all this power now, and you can finally find the person, or the person, or you can contact the person so that person can take it all away, so you can live your happy motherfucking dandy do life. Listen, let me tell you something. It's okay. Your life changed for your better. Y'all go be happy. Go be fucking happy. But because your life changed, you want to fucking just rip somebody else's life apart? Let's talk about it. That shit's deep. It's fucked up. I understand now. Like, I don't follow any celebrities. I don't follow the shade room. I don't do drama, y'all. Y'all know this shit is weird for me. I don't look for attention like this. I don't look for clout. I don't talk about drama with my friends. Anybody who knows me, we don't do drama. We're like, what? This is extra. So it gets deeper. This story is gonna be all over the place. Listen, anxiety's out the fucking roof. This is my story. Y'all either gonna deal with it or get the fuck up out of my life. Just like I would be doing my readings. Y'all act like y'all know. I'm not gonna change my person for nobody or for nothing. You understand? I was at the club one night, y'all. And I think I was like 3 friends. And I'm talking about the night was a vibe. I'm talking about it was a cool ass night. I'm out here where I'm at. And some nigga, when I'm leaving out, some nigga steps in front of me, short nigga, light-skinned nigga. And he was like, yo, you look mad familiar. I said, no, I'm not familiar. I said, you don't know me. I'm not even from here. Where you from? I said, where you from? He said, I'm from Queens. I said, oh shit, me too. He said, who are your people? I told him my people's last name, and then he just named all my motherfucking, he named my mother, he named all her fucking brothers. It was like, I felt like my whole spirit just, I don't even know what y'all would call it, but I like to call it possessed, especially when I get angry. Because when I feel threatened or angry, it's like I change into a whole other person. Voice changes, gets deeper, shit gets strong. Like it's crazy. And I just turned up on this and I'm like, yo, I said, and I got deep. I said, what? I said, what do you know? And then because as soon as he said that, let's go back. I'm sorry. As soon as he said all of their names, he gave me a hug. He was like, yeah, you family. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, nigga, you just hugged me. Look, first of all, y'all, if y'all know me, I do not hang out with men. I don't like, listen, we're not doing it. But he hugged me. He's talking about we family. Okay, so now I just let you into my spirit just a little bit, okay? And before I left off, he was like, so you know Zoo. Zoo is who they call Kenny back at where they stay at, whatever. I don't listen, but that's what they call him, Zoo. And as soon as this motherfucker said that, I turned the fuck up in the club. I was about to kill him. Because I already know the situation. I already know what's going on. Excuse me, and my throat chakra right now. But I already know what's going on. I already know the death threats. I already know how they feel. I already know what they want her to do. I already know what they're telling my family. I already know what my family's telling. Like, it's really deep, y'all. And so that shit had me alarmed. And my best friend, she knows about the situation. Of course she does, because her and my mom are close as well. Like, we're sisters. So my best friend, she was with me that night, and she went off on me. She was like, yo, this is not what we doing. Because people start pulling off their phones. Like, I just start going off on this nigga. And she said, that's not what we doing. She was like, you already know the situation. It's to the point where my best friend knows that this is not what we need right now. We don't need that type of attention. We don't want that type of attention. But my spirit felt attacked. I felt threatened. I'm like, bro, how the fuck? Like, as soon as, like, why out of all people, I'm fucking 22 years old, bro. How the fuck out of all people gonna ask me about a fucking however old 40-something-year-old man? I don't know what. It was wicked to me. It was wicked to me. It was wicked to me. It was flabbergasting to me. It was scary, and it made me feel threatened. I've witnessed motherfuckers coming to my house. I'm pulling up with my girl. I'm pulling up, and I'm witnessing a motherfucker putting 20 fucking bands cash on my mother's lap, trying to ask my mom to write a letter. 20 bands? Like, are you serious? My mom put it right back. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? I brought you to my house, and the first thing you're trying to do is get me to recant my story for this person. And it's the scariest thing, because it's like, it's such a powerful person. Like, you're such an influencer. You're such an influencer. So it's like, you offer my mom $100,000, but you wouldn't even wipe your vagina with $100,000. Or you wouldn't even do a feature for $100,000, I don't even think. You understand? Like, that shit's like, it's scary. It's scary, it's deep. I feel like I shouldn't have to watch my motherfucking back when I'm walking where I'm going. Well, you know, I'm always trying to be on about nature, bitch. But it's like, that shit's deep. I don't wish this on nobody else's family. I promise you that. But I just wish it wasn't mine. So I guess that's kind of contradicting myself.
What up, baby? It was good. Is you busy?
Y'all. 3 different places within the city that we live in. Because some way, somehow, it's just somebody knew where the fuck we were. That shit's deep. It got to the point where on my old Facebook, some lady hit me up talking about it was some random ass page, ratchet ass name, and that she knew my mom when the situation happened, or she helped my mom when the situation happened. And she said not to tell my mom not to recant her story, or it'd be really dangerous. Like, y'all, this shit is so deep. Marshall's coming to my fucking house, trying to protect my mom and shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is really going on? Because they heard word that somebody's trying to get her, like she's being harassed. Like, bro, this shit's deep. I don't want to live like this, y'all. I try to smile every day. I'm not even get deep with y'all. I come on here and I heal every day. I'm telling people that y'all can't live in negativity. I'm telling y'all that y'all gotta find the positive to the negative. This is like telling my mom to recant her story. This is like recanting my whole lifestyle right now. I've been contradicting myself all fucking week during healing because I haven't even been listening to none of that because this shit is so deep. I'm finding out I got family members who I adored. Motherfucking is out here on blogs dogging my mom. Like, are you serious? And then I knew, man, we're not gonna get into that. I think it's a thing where
I forgive you, baby.
How do you go about this situation? How do you go about this situation? Especially if they have death threats over you, and watch your every move. And then because I'm such an influencer, all I want to do is grow. All I want to do is grow, but I can't grow because it is actually. I wish I had the right words. I wish I could come on here and be fluent with this shit. I wish I could come on here and be so fluent, have the story straight up for you guys. I'm speaking to y'all raw. This is how I feel. What the fuck is $20,000? What the fuck is $100,000? What the fuck is death threats? What the fuck is marshals? What the fuck is all of this shit? I feel like
Great point, Nia. Nia says everybody's stuck on why they waited this long. Something happened that reopened the wounds, and that was him not registering when he had to. Shit hit the fan after that. Simple. I agree. I feel like them waiting this long actually speaks volumes on the fact that they're not clout chasing, because if they wanted to, they would have been came out with this. Kenneth and Nikki been together for some time now. They didn't just get together. So that means this person and the alleged victim been knew of Kenneth's stardom, his stardom with Nikki, his new relationship with Nikki, months ago, over a year ago. Even longer. It's been like, what, a couple of years now. So they would have been came out with this. It was some clout shit. It makes more sense if you chasing clout and money to been come out with something like this, not wait a couple of years down the line. Like, I don't think it's clout. She didn't even come out when Nikki contacted her. She did this now because of the threats. Exactly. She's scared for her life. That's another reason for her to do this shit. People threatening her, telling her to recant her story, switch her shit up. If she wanted to really come out, she would have, like Dion said, she would have came out when she got that offer Or when Nicki contacted her way back, she wouldn't waited this long if it was about clout and money. No, come on, we gotta really put our thinking caps on. We gotta really make sense of every piece of the story. It's sad he's being threatened for something he did and was convicted of. Exactly, but that's what celebrities do. They're a big mafia. Except Melissa Barnes, they're a big mafia. This is so heartbreaking. Island Brown, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Good to see you. They serious about registering for drug and sex offenders. Yeah, they damn sure serious about that. You ain't even lying. Trust nothing. They real serious about this shit. The fuck? All right, let's go ahead and continue listening to what you got to say.
Oh, listen. So I had somebody on my old Facebook. I hope I have these receipts. I hope I have these receipts. Somebody on my old Facebook sent me one of Nicki Minaj's #1 fucking fans. I'm talking about send me one of his pictures from his Twitter. One of his posts said, "When are we gonna find this woman or something?" Don't mark my fucking words, but it was along the lines of when they gotta find my mother. And then Nicki she literally fucking retweeted that shit. Oh, I gotta find that shit. I gotta find that shit. I think the lady sent me both of the screenshots. That shit's scary. That shit's scary. And it's like, are you serious? This is what y'all wanna do? Y'all wanna find her? And then you guys find, and then what? And then what? This is exactly why victims don't come out. How many of y'all motherfuckers was molested? Huh? How many of y'all told? She could not run home and tell the foster family that she was raised with. So she had to run to the school office so something could get done right then and there. And then still got dragged about that shit later. My mom had to change her life at 60. First of all, my mom been getting molested since she was 4 years old. 4. Same family, foster family that molested her, molested me. And molested my grandmother. Molested my uncles. Like, come on. But we're not even supposed to get into that. It's not even to drag them. But what I'm saying is, who the fuck's gonna run? No, she ran to school, y'all. The fuck? But some things, every family mass that shit. Every family mass sexual fucking mishaps that happen. A lot of motherfuckers ain't out here talking about that shit. But for hers to have to resurface, like, yo, she's been getting molested since she was 4 years old. And she's masked all of that, and then something publicly happens, and then now she feels like, damn, okay, she didn't even rebuttal nobody. She did not rebuttal anybody. All she did was watch the comments. All my mom did was watch the comments as people and their fucking opinions and their fucking conspiracy theories and what they thought happened and what could happen. Like, listen, she watched the comments, but then they start coming out like, hey, you should talk to the blogs. The blogs is reaching out to you. The blogs is reaching out to other family members. Now they're fucking talking. Now it's too much going on. Now my mom has to speak up and tell her motherfucking side of the story. My mom waited 9 months, y'all, to make a motherfucking video about this shit. Maybe if we go public about it, maybe the death threats will stop. But no, it's probably gonna get deeper. This motherfucking Nicki fan wrote that shit, and that's just scary because I know these super bards. Like, listen, I'm sorry, ladies, but one thing about it, it's like, bro, just let us let us chill. I can't even walk in a house and hug my 5-year-old sister. I can't walk in a house and say hello, Mom. I can't. That shit's it's stupid. It's really out of control. It's to the point that it has divided my family because it's like everybody has their opinions. You know, some people want you to speak out. Some people want you to just shut the fuck up and not say nothing, but you shut the fuck up and not say nothing, and then what happens? And it's crazy because it's like my mom. But I remember she told me this story, and it used to make me sick to my stomach. I couldn't imagine as a schoolmate seeing somebody run to school with their clothes ripped from fucking here to here with blood dripping out. What the fuck happened to you? She was taken advantage of. And it's just sickening how it could come to light with somebody so influential. It's just sickening because it's like, I loved Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about my whole life. Like, since I was a little fucking girl, what the fuck? I knew all her songs. And now it's to the point where I hear her music, it's just like, bro, cut that shit off. Because it hurts my heart. It gets that deep. My brothers don't even have much to say about the shit. Like, they don't even know what to say. My brothers aren't even as, like, outgoing as me to even be doing videos and shit, but they hold a lot of their shit in, but this shit hits them too, because it's like, what can we do? We can't do anything.
What up, Miss Gowdy?
My mom isn't looking for attention. She just wants to be left alone. She wants to be able to be at the house that she bought for herself and was so happy to have, that she had to leave because somebody called her and said that she has money on her head. Like, that's just stupid. Like, it's stupid. It's deep. Like, stupidly deep. It came to light after all the years. Yeah, let's do that. We could just talk. Yeah, it came to light after all the fucking years because the fans, Nicki's fans, or whoever the fuck was trying to be nosy and find out who the fuck her new boo was, they looked up his rap sheets. Like, what they found out. They found out and they brought that shit to light. And they dragged Nicki about that shit. Oh, you're fucking with a pedophile, you're fucking with a rapist, you're fucking with, like, they dragged her about it. They brought that shit to light. 26 years later, why? Because she popped out with him. And because she popped out with him, you expect us to change everything because you want to bring him to more light. And it's like, bro, what? No, that's not how it's supposed to work. I'm over here getting motherfucking oil. Listen, I'm not even on here to drag Nicki. I'm not on here to drag anybody. What I'm on here to do is speak my motherfucking reality. One thing about it, that shit hurts. I can't be with my mom. Fuck it. That's just what it is. I can't be with my mom. That's just deep. Why can't I be with my mom? Because my mom is scared for her fucking life because she has to recant a story with somebody who's being brought to light. And that's not how this shit is supposed to work. That's not how it's supposed to work. And my mom is being dragged. My mother is being dragged. Like, literally, if somebody says, excuse me to my mother too rough, you good? You understand? Like, so it's like, I can't go on here and rebuttal every single last person. That's not even in my spirit. But she's a liar. She's a bitch. She's a slut. She's a hoe. She probably wanted it. She's probably lying. Like, it's just what? Okay, say my mom would have took that fucking little petty ass money if she had that type of mentality, but no, she did not. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are gonna blow over $100,000 or however much money anybody offers them because of the story. Everybody who, fucking, what was it? Usher and the girl he gave herpes to, money was involved. Everybody who had celebrity, money. But people who genuinely went through some trauma from this shit is not gonna take that shit. My mom is not that type of person. That's not how she raised me or not my other siblings to be. That's just deep. You got bloggers dragging my mom just because they were able to speak to Nicki about the situation. Nicki lied about the situation. Like, it's deep. It's deep. And it's like, what pool do you have? What pool do you have? Like, none. None. I don't even see the negative comments. That's just how spirit works. I'm just saying, like, the previous show. Listen, I'm not doing all that. Why? Because I don't know. All I know is what the fuck he did to my mother and how that shit went about. Everything else, yeah. That's how I feel about the situation. I feel like it's too deep. I feel like my mom shouldn't have to run. I feel like I should be able to pull up on my mother whenever the fuck I want to, but I can't. I should feel like I should be able to go out and enjoy myself without having to watch my fucking back everywhere I go. I feel like what do you do? Like this, like that's how I feel. It's like what, like.
All right.
I don't know, y'all.
People gonna say what the fuck they want about this whole story, right? They're gonna believe who they want. They're gonna believe Nikki. They're gonna believe Kenneth. They're gonna believe whoever the fuck they want, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this though. I'm gonna tell y'all this. In hindsight of everything, nobody can drag Nikki harder than she is doing it to herself, standing 10 toes down for that offender. I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. And this is why. Nikki has had a record of supporting / defending pedophiles / sex offenders. One of them being her brother, Jelani Mirage. We're going to go ahead and get into the story real quick. Y'all can go ahead and follow It's Kenya on Facebook. That's ITZKENYA. Go ahead and follow her. And you guys could go ahead and finish listening to the video that she made, the live video. I believe it was yesterday or some shit, or today. But here we go. I want to show y'all something real quick. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this shit. All right. So this is Nicki Minaj's brother, Jelani Mirage. It says Nicki Minaj's brother, Jelani Mirage, gets 25 years to life for raping his stepdaughter. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and get into the story of him raping his stepdaughter. So this is by Lorena Mangeli and Jackie Solo. This was January 27th of 2020, which is this year at 12:46 p.m. And this article goes on to say, this is from page 6 actually, and it goes on to say, Nicki Minaj's brother on Monday was sentenced to 25 years to life behind bars for repeatedly raping his 11-year-old stepdaughter, as a judge laced into him for ruining the girl. It says Jelani Mirage appeared stoic in a Long Island courtroom before he learned his fate following his conviction for predatory sexual assault and acting in a manner injurious to a child. Nassau County Supreme Court Judge Robert McDonald lambasted Mirage for sexually abusing the girl, saying that his view is that you ruined this child. You raped this child. You raped her over and over again, McDonald said, which is the judge. The sentence comes 2 years after the jury handed down the guilty verdict for the sexual abuse, which began in 2015. The victim's brother witnessed Mirage assaulting his sister and later notified school officials. Minaj, which is Nikki, did not appear in court to support her older sibling Monday, but Mirage's lawyers, David Schwartz, read a 2016 letter that Nicki Minaj wrote in a bid to get her brother a lighter sentence. In the letter, the rapper referred to Mirage as the most patient, gentle, genuine, giving, selfless man I know. So pretty much she was defending Jelani Mirage, which is her brother, regarding his rape allegations with his 11-year-old stepdaughter. Mirage also pleaded for mercy at his sentencing though he maintained that he was innocent of the charges. I'd like to apologize for the pain that I caused. I had an excessive drinking problem, he added. Adding that he's just asking for mercy from the court. Before he was sentenced, the victim, who is now his former stepdaughter, bravely told the court that the abuse led her to become suicidal. I don't think I could have made it through the day without an anxiety attack. She said, I felt I had no voice. She previously testified at Miraj's 2017 trial that he repeatedly raped her in the family's Baldwin home while he was married to her mother. Miraj denied the allegations, claiming the story was concocted to extort his famous sister. Miraj denied the allegations, claiming the story, After the sentencing, Schwartz said his client plans to appeal. An earlier attempt to overturn the case was thrown out. So that's actually one article, but we have another article that actually states a little bit more. Because he claimed that he wasn't guilty. He claimed that he wasn't guilty. So we're going to go ahead and see what this other article has to say about it. Hold on a second. All right, bet. So here we have another article, y'all. We have another motherfucking article here right now talking about this motherfucker. Hold on. All right, so it says Jelani Miraj, the older brother of rapper Nicki Minaj, has been sentenced for predatory sexual assault. Miraj was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison on Monday. Miriam Shoulder, the deputy communications director for the Nassau County District Attorney's Office, confirmed to USA Today November 2017 Miraj was found guilty for predatory sexual assault after being charged with reportedly raping an 11-year-old girl at his Long Island, New York home. During the trial, the victim testified that she was assaulted numerous times over 8 months in 2015 at Miraj's home. He was arrested in December of 2015. Miraj's lawyer said during the trial that the rape allegations were concocted by the girl's mother as part of a scheme to get his famous sister to pay $25 million in hush money. I don't believe it was concocted, but it says prosecutors, however, said DNA evidence supported the allegations. The girl's younger brother testified that he witnessed one assault. So pretty much, there's DNA evidence that supports the allegations. There's nothing else we need to really be questioning. You know what I'm saying? Like we really don't need to be questioning shit else. Number one, there's DNA evidence supporting these allegations. Number two, the little girl's little brother saw her being raped by his stepdaddy or by his daddy. So there's really nothing else to say. There's really nothing else to like. Nicki Minaj was supporting this demon, this monster in court, talking about he's the most loving, knowing that his DNA was found. Knowing that his DNA was found on this little girl. She was still sending letters to the judge, sending her lawyers over there to go deliver the letters to the judge to try to give her brother a light sentence or try to, have mercy on her brother. Who the fuck had mercy on the victim? Who the fuck had mercy on a little girl, Nicki? Nobody. In hindsight of everything, nobody can drag Nicki harder than she is doing. Yeah, that's a fact. Hasha gotta run. Stay blessed and feel better. Night, Maz and chat. Love y'all later. I love you too. Take care, Bronx Bugaloo. Melissa Barnes says, I believe her and her mother, they are exposing their life. My heart hurts for this family and any young girl who had to deal with this growing up. This is not normal, but it has been normalized. That's a fact. It has been normalized by Hollywood. And people like Nicki must pay for the repercussions of defending a pedophile. There's a lot of people, a lot of girls, young girls that have been abused sexually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and they are fans and followers of Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj, if you ever watch this video, I believe you owe them the biggest apology ever. You owe it to them, at least, the victims out there that support you. You know what I'm saying? Which they shouldn't, because you're a pedo supporter. Time and time again has proven that. Not I. You and time have proven that. Just looking at him, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor. It doesn't. He's definitely not the brightest crayon in the box. But let's go ahead and read something else, y'all. Let's go ahead and read something else. Nicki Minaj has a history of working with pedophiles and supporting pedophiles. So, when it comes to this case specifically, do we believe Nicki Minaj? Well, She repeatedly worked with rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine, who escaped some jail time in a child sex case. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It gets better. So this is why, you know, when Nicki Minaj comes to question her credibility and all that shit comes to question when it comes to this case, especially is because of her past and prior experiences with these pedophiles. Nicki Minaj has worked with Tekashi time and time again. Tekashi is a New York-based rapper. Tekashi 6ix9ine scored a huge win Friday. This is actually, let me give the credits to Fox News by Julius Young, and this was published in October 26, 2018. So it says New York-based rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine scored a huge win Friday when a judge presiding over his child sex case issued him a sentence of 4 years probation after he pleaded guilty in October 2015 to one count of use of a child in a sexual performance. Okay, this is somebody who Nicki Minaj has defended over and over. It says, according to court documents obtained by TMZ, Tekashi 6ix9ine, real name Daniel Hernandez, 22, was at a party in Harlem where a new 13-year-old girl was taped engaging in sexual acts with another man while Hernandez, who was 18 at the time, stood behind the girl and made a thrusting motion with his pelvis and smacking on her buttocks. The facially tattooed rapper's sentence had been deferred for 2 years, and the judge granted him probation on the condition that he received mental health treatment and stayed out of trouble. Prior to his sentencing, Hernandez had prior arrests for assaulting an officer in Brooklyn and attacking a fan at a mall in Houston, which he said in a letter to the judge were offenses that didn't constitute a violation of his plea deal. This is crazy. It says in a statement to TMZ, a rep for Hernandez told the outlet, Daniel understands what he must now do moving forward, and we will be with him every step of the way. We also want to thank the judge for being very fair and impartial, which I don't agree with. The judge should have gave that motherfucker some time behind bars. His ass should have been doing some fucking time. You was thrusting and moving your pelvic and slapping a 13-year-old's ass while you was 18, nigga. That's pedophile. You was a fucking pedophile. And Nicki Minaj supports you as well. The judge in the rapper's case credited him for 1 year of probation, essentially dropping his sentence to 3 years. He will also have to complete 1,000 hours of community service and refrain from associating with any gang members or involving himself with any gang activity. This is just crazy. So Nicki Minaj has worked with Tekashi time and time again. She's voiced her support for him, just the same way she voiced her support for her pedophile brother when he evidently molested, it ain't no alleged, it's evidently molested his 11-year-old stepdaughter at the time. Nicki Minaj knew that these allegations or accusations were legitimate. She knew they had sperm or DNA samples, and she continued to defend this pig, monster, motherfucking pedophile in court. Now, this little girl must be scarred for life. She must be scarred for life, and here go Nicki defending this little girl. Defending her brother against this little girl. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy, y'all. This is the person that we support, Nicki Minaj. This is the person that we support, Nicki Minaj. It just brings up a bunch of questions, actually. Like, yo, was Nicki Minaj raped or molested by her dad or her brother as a child? Like, something happened. Something happened, because even let's just say, like, you want to stay away, whether you don't know if it's true or not, you want to stay away from these type of allegations, especially as a celebrity. Come on, Nicki, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nicki? Why would you want your name attached to this shit? Hold on, let me look up something else that might make a little sense to y'all. Hold on. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let me know if y'all remember this song. Let me know if y'all remember this song right here. Hold on.
Young Moolah, baby. Take your will.
Yo, that song is called Lil Twist featuring Nicki Minaj. I believe it's called Mix or some shit. Let me see. Yeah, it's called Mix. Lil Twist featuring Nicki Minaj. Check out Nicki Minaj's lyrics in that song. In that song, Nicki Minaj is talking to Lil Twist in a sexual with a sexual connotation. Lil Twist was a minor at this time, very young little teenage boy. Nicki Minaj was already a young adult. This was at the beginning of her career, where she featured with Lil Twist, and yeah, she was talking real explicit, real sexual. You know what I'm saying? The Lil Twist in this song. I'm not gonna play because I'm tired of getting flagged by Nicki Minaj's peoples and shit. So I'm not gonna play, but y'all play that shit and check it out. It's called Mix. Lil Twist featuring Nicki Minaj. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. I want to see what's y'all thoughts on this real quick. I'm gonna invite y'all up here. I'm gonna leave the link up for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna wrap this up if nobody comes up. But yeah, my thoughts on this is, yeah, exactly. Then Rape Kashi 6ix9ine wonders why Billboard won't play his dumb fucking clown looking ass. But yeah, I can't stand this motherfucker either. I dropped the link. Anybody want to come up here and share their thoughts, questions, concerns, or opinions, definitely do so. We have Chocolate Bell backstage. Everybody give her a warm welcome. It's Chocolate Bell. She's in the building, baby. What's up, Chocolate?
Can you hear me?
Of course I can, baby. What's going on?
Listen. Oh my God. This is a hot mess if I ever heard of one. I just want to make this very, very clear. First off, I'm just gonna speak for myself real quick because I am getting a lot of messages on my channel because I'm reporting on this. I've had to delete a few comments. I'm just gonna say this out loud. One, and I think this is pertaining to you as well. I don't think anyone is talking about this story because we want to attack Nicki Minaj at all. I think this is more so we're seeing what's going on with this situation and how serious it is. This isn't like a conversation we're saying like, oh, this is somebody that she dated back in the day and like the dude left her for Nicki. Like, it's nothing like that. Like, we're talking about sexual abuse. We're talking about bribery. We're talking about someone's life being threatened, a woman who can't be around her children because of this allegation and what's currently happening. So that's where it gets a little bit sticky. Then on top of that, we're also dealing with the fact that people don't listen. People take what they hear and they interpret it how they want to. There are so many red flags to what people who are opposing the story have said, and I won't name them, but if you listen to like the following examples, y'all will know exactly who I'm talking about. So the first thing that people said was this allegation was made so that Mr. Petty can expunge his record, and that's not true. The woman never said anything about expungement. She said to reduce his offender status. So that's one thing that people have definitely gotten wrong. Then far as people asking, where's the paperwork? First of all, it's already been stated that when it comes to this particular allegation, in regards to what this woman being threatened and offered money, that wouldn't be documented. So I don't know what paperwork y'all are looking for, but you're not going to find paperwork on this because, again, this is what we call an allegation. This is where a person makes a statement of something that they said has taken place, and they bring it either to the public or privately. So there's not going to be any paperwork documenting the bribery, documenting the threats, because the woman clearly said, I just want to be left alone. I don't understand how that's hard for people to take in when in fact she's not asking for money. Because I'm going to say this, I was present during the interview that Nosy Ho Live had with the victim. People were offering this woman money left and right. People wanted the super chats to go to her. People wanted to donate her money. Nosy herself was like asking like, what can we do to help you? This woman turned down every dollar that was offered to her. Do you understand me? So anytime somebody wanted to give her money, she said no. And I'm almost positive that she was not paid for the interview that she did. So I'm trying to figure out how people are saying that she is doing this for money when she's turning down the money.
Right.
That's another misconception. Now, as far as when it comes to case numbers and all that other stuff, the only case number that anybody has is the one where it speaks to him not registering as a sex offender. That's the only current court docket number or anything that anyone is going to have, because the other files and transcripts, from what I understand, are sealed. But we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the fact that this woman is clearly saying that she was assaulted back in the day by Mr. Petty. And what's happening with her now is people from their camp are contacting her. People trying to get her take back her story so that it could be convenient for other people to accept. And that in itself is not fair. Maybe if Mr. Petty had registered as a sex offender when he was supposed to, maybe we wouldn't be here right now. But nonetheless, this is an allegation. And one thing that I hate is for the fact that most of the statements that are being made hatefully towards the woman in question and her child are Black people. Why is it that Caucasian people, from what I have seen, are trying to understand what's going on and just make their own decision? Meanwhile, our own people have become so vindictive towards the people. And then I ask this question: if Kenneth Petty was not married to Nicki Minaj, would y'all go so hard for him?
Right.
If he wasn't married to, he was just a regular street dude married to a regular street chick, and this was what was going on in the hood, would y'all advocate for him? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, because again, this is all speculation. This is an allegation. But would y'all go so hard for this man if he was not married to who he was married to? That's the question that we need to ask. And far as me, I have no desire to smear Nicki in this. As a matter of fact, for all the videos I've posted, I have not once posted a picture of Nicki. But when you sit here, you call people idiots because they're posting about a story, and you're mad because other blogs and tabloids and websites are not posting about it. Think about all the other stories that we have heard about from smaller names that never make it to the blogs.
Right.
And that's not even just pertaining to this. I'm talking about things where Black people have been executed and they could have been proven innocent. I'm talking about cases about police brutality that didn't have a big name, but we knew it happened. The stuff that's going on in Rikers Island right now, you don't see any blogs posting about that, but I talked about it. So when you sit here and you call people an idiot because they're bringing you a story that no one else is bringing you, don't be so quick to discredit it because it's coming from smaller names, or because it's not TMZ, or because it's not the Shade Room, or because it's not Baller or whoever. The point is, this is an allegation, and we're dealing with the allegation. We're dealing with what's going on in plain sight. Stop hearing what you want to hear and try to dissect bits and pieces, and listen to the whole story. And at the end of the day, no one is judge or jury, because at the end of the day, none of these allegations have been brought, from my understanding, to any counterpart of law enforcement. It's been posted publicly, and it wasn't sent to any blogs. Us as YouTubers and small name bloggers caught the story and reported on it. So I'm not going to discredit it, because the tears that woman cried when she did that interview, to me, sank deeper than most people can even fathom or understand. If this is fraudulent, if this is for clout, everyone has said that this is alleged. Everybody. Me, you, everyone that's reported on this has said alleged. So don't blame us for bringing something to light that your favorite website or blog is not talking about. Look at the fact that there are people on these social media streets that are trying to advocate for people who have been through sexual abuse, and applaud that, because there are plenty of people that have been assaulted and never talk about it, never report it. They sit in the darkest corner of their mind and in their room, and they think about, damn, this happened to me. Why are y'all so gun-ho to want to shut this whole situation down? Look at it for what it is. This is what irritates me about people.
No, I completely agree. And those same people that is defending her, she don't give a fuck about, like, the way she speaks about them. Let me see. Let's see what she had to say about
Don't be a legendary mother.
This is Queen Radio, Apple Music, Beats One.
Get in your seat. Buckle up.
Gangsta Queen Radio.
But look, Fendi, so we gonna tell a story. We gonna really tell that motherfucking story. We gonna first and foremost let motherfuckers know that I rap, fit it down, and I'm ready to play. When your album called Drop, bitches.
You look for something like a Bucks Fendi's ass.
I would just let people know you gotta have some to be around me, period. In the hoop dream, made my pink print the routine. I'll tell the story about the phone call, babe. I'm sitting there with boyfriend and you, on the phone, and I know boyfriend can hear his voice through the phone.
All right, nah, this is not the one I'm looking for. She had made a video talking about. Okay, I think this is it right here. Hold on.
Let me just address something. Because I've been meaning to address this, and I keep forgetting.
You hear it, Chaka?
Yeah, I can hear it. I hear it.
All right, good. Hold on.
And now that I've addressed it, I never want to address it again. But this is very important. When people say things like about who I'm with, about, oh my God, you lowered your standards and you should have been this and this and that. It's so sad to me that you hoes are so readily and available to sell your pussies to the highest fucking bidder, that when people find real love and when a person is with a nigga that loved or liked them before they had a dime in their fucking pocket, how do y'all not understand that? How do y'all not understand happiness versus clout?
How you don't understand that?
Y'all be wanting bitches to be
Lord
with
have mercy.
fake ass relationship goals on IG so y'all can fake believe in some fake shit that they fake don't even stand for. Fake ass cheating and being in abusive relationships. That's what y'all want? That's what y'all bitches want? I'd rather be with a nigga that I really know is about that motherfucking life and ain't about to play with none of you fucking niggas or bitches. And that loved me before I had anything, before I had a dime to my name. Before
You heard what you said. I'd rather have a nigga that's not about to play with none of you niggas or bitches. But she want a nigga that's about to beat a bitch ass, pretty much. She want a nigga that'll kill another nigga. She want a nigga that'll, obviously, apparently, that rapes young girls.
Damn, I never even heard that till just. I was today years old when I heard that.
You feel me?
I was today years old.
I said, hold on, let's make sense of this.
my name was Nikki. So how fucking dare you?
That's why she makes these false narratives, because her name is Nikki and she takes advantage of that and she abuses her fucking power. That's exactly why. She said it right.
Talk about lowering standards, excuse me? These bitches is lowering their standards being with a nigga for a fucking check and talking about and acting like this nigga ain't fucking playing the shit out of them behind closed fucking doors. I want you hoes to wake up. Wake up, hoes. No, but it's the truth. It's like, how fucking dare you? You know what? Money cannot buy me happiness and good sex, too. Money can't, and a lot of, I ain't gonna say no. People that want me to be fake on the low gay, be abusive mentally and physically and verbally, be having eating disorders. Okay?
She thinks this is a joke, y'all. Like, she ain't taking none of this shit seriously. All she want to do is roast the victims, roast the people that's going against her, and make a joke and a mockery and a foolery out of this whole situation. So Nicki Minaj ain't got no heart for nobody. She don't give a fuck by no victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's be serious, yo.
Sleaze time, nigga. Fuck is really good, nigga. Yeah, play looking ass nigga real quick. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm gonna be right back, bars. I love you.
And then let's not forget, let's not forget what Nicki feels about black women, which are the ones defending her right now, actually.
Right, it's not that easy.
But I think everybody forgot what she had to say about black women in the recent past.
Those people that do like some of the.
Who's in your top 50? I don't care about your top 50.
Wait, hold on. And that's actually what we were supposed to talk about on the show, but we didn't get it.
You top one. You didn't let me talk.
I'm one of those people that do like people that may not be big as Hov or whatever, but I could tell their skills. Like Jadakiss, I always talk about, or Fab. You're one of them as well. That three people that I feel like bring up that. Don't get me fucking started.
That's the same shit.
Anybody that name drops a female to sell 250 albums, don't ever bring them up to me again.
Sorry.
So shout out to the
If you want to start a rumor
so
about
shout out
Ball
to the so shout out to the game. So shout out to the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I keep it real. I like this energy. I like it.
So shout out to the game because game actually does know how to rap. But outside of that, I look at people being stand up niggas, and I look at who fold and who do shit for attention and do clown shit for attention when they dropping an album and all that shit. My nigga, I won't even go there, my nigga.
Do you judge because do you think? Because I'm with you on that. Like, I hate looking at niggas that do things for attention before an album is dropping. But do you feel like that's the norm today with artists to like almost have to create something to do before?
All right, that's not it.
But wait, did she say something about she said the game couldn't rap or something?
Yeah, you were saying some shit about the game. I'm not sure exactly what she said about him, but
that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Plus, he was trying to smash. I don't know why was she even she actually didn't even find that. Yeah, but she was going off on black females.
Because I could have recalled that he was the leading man in Pills and Potions. I do. That did happen, right?
Well, he was what?
Wasn't he the leading man in the video Pills and Potions?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
As
I could have sworn that happened, but that's besides the point. We can continue this conversation. But no, honestly, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm pretty sure other people may want to chime in. But honestly, I'm just gonna say remove the celebrity from this situation. Analyze this from the perspective if this was you, if you were being harassed and you were being asked to recant a story of a trauma that actually happened to you. How would you feel about that? How would that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Because I think we're in a day and age where people are so quick to believe the perception and the image versus trying to be empathetic. Because you don't have to sympathize. You don't. No, as a matter of fact, no one has to believe any of this. But just imagine if you were in these very shoes, if you were being harassed, if you were allegedly being offered money to make someone else look good so that they can have a quote unquote better life and being able to move around more freely. Meanwhile, you still have to deal with the trigger of your trauma. That's what I really want people to do. But ultimately, for me, all this headline is doing is just help me give birth to something better that I'm going to do. Because I don't know if you heard my show yesterday, Hasha, but I said that because of this and the fact that it's, I
missed him up. I wasn't feeling well yesterday.
Oh, no, it's cool. But honestly, I said what I want to do just because we're talking about sexual abuse, especially amongst, African-American women and even men. Because, again, I don't want to one-side this either. The same way women get sexually assaulted, so do men. So I don't even want to separate and act like it's just something that happens to women. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my platform to people to tell me their story about what's happened with them. So all this is doing for me is just giving me the foundation to do something bigger. And I hope that in the long run that other people also follow suit, no matter how this turns out. But I just want y'all to do me a favor. Just please stop bashing the people that's talking about this story. Because at the end of the day, it's not a smear campaign. We're not doing this because she has a documentary coming out. Because that's another thing that people say. Like, oh, people are downplaying. She just had a baby and she's charting and getting on Billboard. Like, we praise all of her accomplishments. Those are beautiful things. But this is something that's completely outside the box. Like, this is something completely separate from her artistry and the whole impact of what her career has done. We're separating that from this. We're not downplaying any of it. And that's just from me. But I hope and pray that the victim and her daughter and the children, eventually, if they do need resources, that they do need help, that they do get it. And just stop attacking them, because at the end of the day, it has not been founded whether or not this is fraudulent. For right now, we have their side, we have the victim side, and that's just what it is. And we just have to see how it plays out. But stop attacking us for talking about this just because your favorite blog or website won't.
I definitely agree. Congratulations to you, sis, man. I really wish you the best of success with what you're trying to do. Is that speaks volumes about you and your platform. And that's actually what we all should be getting together to do is, sharing, uplifting and spreading awareness on these type of situations, not letting other victims, go unheard and not protecting them from these type of situations and these type of people. Just because these celebrities got money and fame don't mean that they are allowed to get away with these type of crimes. But for those African-American women who's been defending Nicki Minaj, I suggest y'all to really think about it twice before y'all go hard and jump out the window for Nicki. She wasn't jumping out the window for y'all and going hard recently. So let me just remind y'all what you
Tragic. And it's black bitches that do it the most. And I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me using that fucking hashtag. Tragic. And it's black bitches that do it the most. And I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me using that fucking hashtag. Okay, those people came together to try to end me. And sweetheart, before I get off this Insta, let me say this. It'll never fucking happen. You can go all of everything y'all want to, every witch doctor in the motherfucking world. It'll never fucking happen. Praise be to God. I am who I am because I am who I am.
Okay, this is the attitude that Nicki be having. Like, she feel like she's untouchable. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her. This is why she does what she do. Because she feels like she can get away with this type of shit. Ain't nobody gonna see her. They can't touch her. You know what I'm saying? She's telling you right here. She's showing you her true colors right here. She also made fun of, mocked, and disrespected the hashtag Black Girl Magic or Black. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Nicki she has a real disgusting soul at times. She's a great, talented artist, like I said before. I'll state it again. Love her talent. I hate her personality. I dislike who she is as a person. She has no morals, no integrity. You know what I'm saying? She's not genuine behind the scenes. There's a lot of people like, come on, everybody that's pointing fingers at Nicki, they all can't be wrong. Nicki is not the innocent one in every fucking situation. Like I'm sick of garbs talking about, oh well, Nicki ain't do this, Nicki ain't do that. That's all a lie. Like, come on, Nicki is not always the innocent one in every situation. And we're starting to really see that more and more. We're starting to really see that she is actually more guilty of shit than we thought. She never fooled me, but yeah, this is what she said about the Black Girl Tragic Flash Magic hashtag. She made fun of it. She mocked it. These are black women that are, found dead. They're missing. They've been abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and they're scarred for life. These are women that are they made this movement for. And Nicki pretty much mocked it and disrespected it, and then said, fuck it. Pretty much fuck all you black bitches is what she said. It's black bitches that be pretty much doing the most, is what she said. Let's go back and listen. No, she said, yeah. So in other words, fuck y'all, because y'all do the most. That's what she's trying to say now.
And it's black bitches that do it the most. And I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me using that fucking hashtag. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I think I can. I'm leaning towards these. Everything's alleged, like I said, but to me, these victims sound real credible. They sound trustworthy to me. I could be wrong. I mean, who knows? But at the moment, ain't nobody saying otherwise. Ain't nobody proving otherwise. Ain't nobody showing no fucking receipts telling otherwise. Nicki Minaj is just throwing little subs here and there on her fucking social media accounts, talking about me and Joe did it. Now, keep in mind, Joe is her publicist / lawyers, one of her publicists / lawyers. So she probably talking about, oh, we did it, like we made this bitch look crazy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna believe her. So yeah, y'all gotta pay attention. She's mocking this girl. She's mocking these victims, and I feel like if there was no truth to what these victims are talking about, these alleged victims are talking about, Nicki could easily address that and nipped everything in the butt, killed all the hype, all the rumors. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't do that. She tried to do all that. So I'm not taking her word or Kenneth's word to be credible right now at this present time. So I'm just gonna let this shit unfold. Sis, you got the floor. If you want to say anything else, you want to add anything else?
Ultimately, I say just perceive this situation with your own set of eyes. Don't be so quick to completely discredit it, because if you look at the chain, and again, I want to emphasize this. Look at the chain of events. This woman did not send her YouTube video to any of the YouTubers that covered this story. I just want to make that clear. We were sent this story, and from there we reported on it. So it wasn't emailed to anyone. People that were on it started on Twitter. Then it ended up on Instagram because I'm one of the people that the story got sent to, along with a lot of other YouTubers. So it's not like she sent this and tagged anyone. It was posted on YouTube and it was grabbed. And and then whatever happened, happened. So I want to make that very clear. We were never sought out by the alleged victim. We saw the video. It was sent to us and we reported on it. So I want to make that clear. That's one thing I definitely want to clear up. And then far as public perception, again, you don't have to believe this. You don't. No one's sitting here saying, oh, if you don't believe this, you're done. You deserve something to happen. Well, at least not for us as, YouTubers or as podcasters, whatever it is. Right. But nonetheless, don't attack us because, again, there are many stories that never make blogs. So we can't use the fact that your favorite blog being posted to completely discredit it, okay? And even with the video that the victim's daughter did yesterday, that wasn't sent by her to anybody. It was sent to us. It was up to you what you did with it. But me, far as me being a Black woman who not only knows her fair share about sexual abuse and knows how detrimental that can be to our people, because in fact, within our race, especially back in the day, they said, whatever happens in this house stays in this house. Right. Don't tell nobody nothing. They even downplay people getting counseling at one point and getting certain resources that they need to cope with trauma. We're in an age where we don't have to do that anymore. And this is just overall. It's up to you what you do with information. If you interpret it and understand it, cool. But don't just be so quick to discredit it because it involves your fave. And your fave can still be your fave until the wheels fall off. But if it is indeed proven that this is not a false allegation and this is something that is happening in real time, what are y'all going to say then? Right. Are you going to go back and apologize for the slander and the hateful words you said to people? Because in your precious little world of Barbie dolls and perfume and high-selling albums, Billboard charting albums, is this going to make it any more acceptable to downplay somebody's trauma? And I feel even more sorry for the people who did go through this very same trauma, and now you are in turn victim shaming. How can you say you were molested or abused, and in the same note, you're now abusing victims? Make that make sense to me. You should be quick to jump in front of the train and see what happens. It's alleged, okay? It's a story. It's an allegation. You do what you want to do with it. You can stream every album Nicki has ever made if you want to increase her sales. But even in this instance, I'm going to focus on her. The allegation is against the man that she chose to marry, and whatever comes with him, she has to accept that. Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, when you take on someone else's burden, you carry that burden with them. So don't sit up here and downplay people because we're doing positive work. Because this is indeed positive. We're actually bringing people together who have been assaulted and are listening to these streams and like, hey, I went through this. I was traumatized. You know how many messages I got after I reported this shit? Like, thank you for reporting on this because this happened to me when I was 14 years old. I was molested by my father when I was 5. Like, you know how many messages I got of people telling me their story because of this? Even if this is false, it's giving birth to something greater. So either you're going to stay tuned to see what's going to happen, or you're just going to be a part of the problem. That's your prerogative. You have free will, your own conscience. You don't have to do anything. Just sit back and wait and see what happens. But that's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. And I appreciate those point of views and opinions and facts. Piece of happiness says Nicki Minaj is going down. It says Nicki Minaj going down. Nicki Minaj is having problems with a music label. 2, those Jews aren't playing with Nicki Minaj. Her time is up in the music business. I believe, listen, you want to tell piece of happiness because I do believe them Jews, them devil worshiping Illuminati Jews, are upset with Nicki over something. Even though she's done a lot of wrong and she thought she could get away with it in the past when she was in good standing with the Jews. Now she's most likely fucked up on them some way, somehow, because you know Nicki mouth crazy. So I'm sure she did something to piss one of them Jews off, which is her, you know, they her fucking her masters. These Jews are her masters. These celebrities, they modern day slaves. But that's for another show. Sure, she pissed some of them off because she was blackballed as well in certain places. But Nicki's Nicki. She makes her own decisions. She don't completely make her own decisions. But when it comes to Nicki, motherfuckers like Kenneth Petty, she made that decision. Ain't nobody made that for her. And she chose to be with him. She knew of his past. And she still stuck by him. So this is what it is. Let's take a look at a little Kenneth Petty's behavior a little bit. See what the fuck we dealing with.
No, stop.
But I'm a hop down. Thank you for having me up here. And peace and blessings to all of y'all. Thank you so much for letting me up here.
Okay.
Thanks for coming through, baby.
Babe, why?
Look, this is her man right here. He on live.
Nah, no problem. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you.
You too, baby. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything you had to say up here. Yo, y'all go ahead and check out Chocolate Bell Show. She got her own show as well. That's the sis. So definitely go show some support and love over there. Oh, I'm over here stuttering. This shit's coming in. It'll be this damn COVID, bro. But yeah, I want to see this shit real quick. It says Nicki Minaj's boyfriend gets upset on live. I know I seen a live with him. I believe it was this one, the extended version where he was walking around with a fucking gun back and forth trying to prove points. So yeah, this nigga's a mess, man. Like
This man gonna come on my page and say something about our video and was like, "Oh my God, this looks cringy."
He's trying to get his head bust. What are you talking
Babe,
What's funny?
they don't know that you from New York. The thing is, they don't know that we're from New York and we talk loud and aggressive. So when you talk like that, they think you mad, babe. When
she lying. She lying. They don't think he mad. They think he's stupid for talking like that, nigga, because he's talking about busting somebody's head on camera when his name is attached to one of the biggest female superstars in the fucking world. That's what the fuck you was like, making them fucking dumbass retarded noises for. That's why the fuck you did that. To stop his dumb ass from threatening somebody on your live video, because it's not a good look for you. But I believe now the victim, when she said Kenneth Petty was looking at himself in the mirror after he raped her, talking about, yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, I'm the man. I believe her now. When she said he was doing that dumb shit, because he looked like that type of motherfucker. He looked like a nigga that full of himself. He full of shit. He sound like one too. He sound more like one than he looked like one.
Ain't mad at nothing.
okay,
When you start talking,
okay,
that's when I get
bitch.
mad.
Okay. Now, they don't, so, and this is what I be telling Zoo. The reason why y'all might think he looks a certain way, y'all used to, if I'm doing something with a rapper or whatever, they got their little.
Wait, why niggas calling it like females?
But she wait, babe, Zaddy.
Zaddy. I'm sorry.
Which Craig is Zaddy? And then I.
Shout out to Brett for making this video. But yeah, he had a whole Glock. Nigga had the whole burner, whole ratchet
Good grammar
in
and
his fucking pocket while threatening somebody on Nicki Minaj, threatening to fucking knock somebody's head off, smash somebody's head off while he was on Nicki Minaj's live. This shit crazy, yo. This is the type of dude Nicki Minaj married and had a baby with. Just bugged the fuck out. But nevertheless, man, that's what's going on. I don't know. Something about these girls seem truthful to me and honest and credible. So I'm going to go ahead and continue following their story. I've reached out to one of the to the daughter of the alleged victim. She has not responded. I'm sure she probably won't, because a lot of people hitting her up right now. Big bloggers, small bloggers, YouTubers, all kinds of motherfucking social media outlets and sites. So I don't put it past. She probably not going to respond to most people, but shout out to her. Blessings to her and the family. I hope she stays safe. This is a real delicate and serious situation. I hope that Nicki Minaj's hitters don't come for her. I hope, you know what I'm saying, her camp don't come for her. I hope they don't try to shut her down. I hope they don't pay her, you know, to recant her story or, you know, to just drop the, I just hope they really don't fuck with these girls. I really hope they leave them alone. I hope these girls get justice for what happened. I hope they sue Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is trying to cover a real fucked up action if it's true, a real fucked up allegation if it's true. allegedly. She's really, if it's true, she's trying to cover some shit. So that deserves a suit. You know what I'm saying? For pain and suffering, especially for pain and suffering. So yeah, guys. Twyla says, I was always told a can with one rock makes more noise than a can full of rocks. And seeing this video, two empty cans are definitely making my point. That's a fact. I appreciate all of y'all for coming in today and tuning in and bearing with me through my 6 stages. I love all of y'all. Much appreciation, much blessings to all of y'all. Y'all stay safe in these streets. And let me know in the comments if y'all watched the replay. Let me know what y'all thought. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? Are y'all leaning more towards the victim and her daughter, or y'all leaning more towards Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And, you know, I always give y'all a response or a like, you know, depending on what is being said. But most of the time I respond to y'all comments. So, yeah, definitely leave your thoughts, concerns, questions, and comments. And we'll follow up with the story. We'll keep y'all posted on what's going on. Other than that, Nicki Minaj, you better hope that you can get yourself out of this one, because you are spiraling downhill fast, and you're spiraling fast. Your career's out of whack. I feel like you're tarnishing your whole fucking reputation, your whole brand. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Island Brown. And we got somebody else backstage, Chad Rick. We're going to take a few minutes to hear what you got to say, and then we go off this. Yo, what up, Chad?
Hey, even with the whole victim, with the whole the lady that Kenneth Petty are, Tasha K is soulless. You understand? And what I see with Tasha K is that she's kind of exploiting people like Wiley and Storm. Jaguar builds Storm. You understand? You see, Wiley want to get up there with Tasha K, but guess what? Wiley is mentally challenged. There's a video with him destroying a library. He's mentally challenged. You understand? I don't know why he don't put on the eyeglass when he go live, because his eye is looking all over for direction. There's a video with him. He owed $10,000, I think, because he mashed up a library, just to show you how mentally challenged he is. He was on the news. That man need help. And I don't know how some people listen to him. His eyes all over the place looking for direction. So guess what? You see, Storm is very sneaky. He's very, very sneaky. But guess what? It's not like he have his own audience. It's not like he have his own audience.
I love
audience.
You completely took the whole story somewhere else. Like, you talking about something completely
I know, but sometimes it have to go there, because, and you see, the thing I realize, you see, like TMZ, and look, you see Impressive Channel. Impressive Child is on Nicki Minaj payroll. That is why Impressive is not talking about the situation, because Nicki Minaj is paying her. That is why she always take job at Cardi B. I don't know if you realize the Impressive. She's very biased. I don't know why she don't show her long up mode. She's very biased.
She is.
Sometimes I wonder how Impressive sleep at night. Sometimes you know what I want to happen, God forbid. God forbid, and I know that you won't like me to say this, but I would like a man, or I would like Tasha K's husband hold her daughter and rape her daughter and see how Tasha K would feel about that, and let Tasha K sue me. Tasha K is a bitch. Tasha K is a bitch. Tasha K have no soul.
Oh shit!
Look, let me tell you, Tasha K have no soul. And she have no sympathy. No one must have sympathy and soul for her. They must come together and bring her down. That man need box in her face. That man is very disgusting. Tasha K. She's sick my stomach. Tasha K sick my stomach. And let she come and sue me. Let Tasha K come and sue me. She's sick my stomach. People like that need to lock away in a dungeon forever.
No.
She and her gremlin.
Yo, Lottie.
I don't know how people go easy on her. You see, just like how Tasha K can talk about victim and feel happy about herself. I want them to do the same thing to her daughter and see how Tasha K feel about that. That woman is disgusting just for a cash. And impressive channel is no better. People like that sick my stomach.
Oh my gosh. The chat, I
Tasha K is
love
a bitch. She's a bitch. She will
Oh,
sell
we
her
know.
soul just to get a penny.
Yeah, we know that. We know she did.
Tasha K is a real bitch. I
But
don't like her. I never like her. Won't like her. She have no soul. She just greedy for Cardi B money. Tasha K is a real bitch. My mom tell she's a real bitch.
No. Chat,
And there's one they call there's one they call Black Tea Bag. There's one they call Black Tea Bag. I want 10 man to rape Black Tea Bag. 10 man to rape Black Tea Bag and see how she feel for saying that a victim is not a victim. Black Tea Bag there. She's a real bitch as well. She's on Nicki Minaj payroll, just like Tasha K and Impressive Channel. People like that I don't listen, I don't like. And look, I don't give a F. I don't give a F what people want to say. You cannot have sympathy for people that have no soul.
My Lord. Listen.
She have no soul. That bitch have no soul. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with a lot of things you said, Chad. And you know, I love talking to you, except for the part where you said, you know,
she put the bitch in bitch. Tasha K.
Yeah, because I don't want to get my channel taken down. But yo, we will keep talking. We'll talk to you in the next show. Thanks for stopping by.
Tell Tasha K to sue me. I don't like a bone in that bitch.
You have a blessed day, Chad, man. I'll talk to you soon. Yo, why? Why? Oh shit. Why? Yeah, crosses people. Yo, listen. Me love me Chad, but Chad King, thanks for stopping by, man. It's always a pleasure. I just can't I can't have the raping the children comment up here, man. That goes against my beliefs. I never desire any kids to be raped. Those were not my words. God bless all the kids of this world. Hopefully no kids ever got to go through some shit like that. That's horrible. But I see what Chad is metaphorically or subliminally trying to say. I know he don't really mean that about the kids. What he's saying is, you know, would you like it if someone did that to your kids? And would you have the same energy in defending the pedo that did that to the kids? If it was the shoe was on the other foot, tables would turn. Feel me? So I kind of see what he means. I just don't agree with the comment because, you know, shit is real sensitive over here in these YouTube streets. You dig? Yo, but thanks for tuning in. Much love to all of y'all. You know how I feel about y'all. Tansy Taylor, man, you late again, baby. Damn, baby. You know we miss you out here. The daughter ain't come on, but we talked on her. So thank you so much, Pat Moore, baby. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your comments and your concerns and all that, and your questions. I appreciate you always coming through and showing love. It's always a good time. And I thank you for the well wishes. I thank all of y'all for the well wishes. And like I said, much love. Stay safe out there, man. Y'all don't want corona, man. Y'all don't want corona. Tinsy, thanks for stopping by, whether you're late or not. I appreciate you, Queen. And I guess I'm gonna have to catch you in the next flip, yo. Much love to all of y'all. Y'all stay up, man, and happy holidays. I'll catch you on the next flick. You dig?